to our very first state park campground experience.
But per the usual as of late, this is not the video we were planning on shooting. We're Lauren and Daniel, two city kids living in an Airstream. We've been dealing with a stroke of kind of bad luck. First, we got hit with the Texas freeze. Then we experienced a windstorm in Marfa. But today, Texas is in our rear view mirror, and our first state park camping experience is on the horizon in New Mexico. We figured our luck was about to change.
Welcome to Oliver Lee Memorial State Park. There's two major hikes here. One is a very short hike up the riverbed. The second is a 5-mile out and back, which is exceedingly more difficult.
And we were planning on doing that this morning.
Yesterday when we first got here, we thought, short, easy hike, check it out, get some exercise, come back, rest up, go to bed early, get up early, conquer the mountain.
That didn't happen.
Honestly, the views are absolutely breathtaking. 360 panoramic views as far as the eye can see. It's not much to complain about when you're in a setting like this. We got to the end of the very short trail and I saw footprints that continued up the riverbed. And I thought to myself, obviously other people have done this before, so let's just carry on. Let's see where this takes us, this adventure of ours.
On the way back to the Airstream from our little off-trail hike, my foot kind of found a hole that was covered up by leaves, and this is what it turned into. So over the last 24 hours, we've done the whole rice thing, an obnoxious amount of ibuprofen, and I've been setting it up. This is pretty clever, right? My foot's above my heart. And I get to enjoy the view. But after 24 hours of sitting around, we decided that just because we can't go sand surfing doesn't mean that we can't go see the White Sands National Park. After all, it's only 30 minutes away. It seems insane not to go check it out. So, I'm gonna hobble along and we're gonna do this. We've been just using frozen organic fruit from the freezer, but since we're gonna go on a little adventure, Daniel figured he'd make a makeshift version.
The only ice we have are for old fashions. They're the fancy cubes.
So this is pretty fancy. Thank you, love. All right, so good news is at least I can like put a little bit of pressure on it. Nothing will hold us back from adventure. All right, I even have a spot to prop it up. This is gonna be great.
The last time we went to sand dunes, we were in Africa. What are you doing right now?
Checking off a bucket list item.
Yeah? What's on that bucket list item?
Hanging out in the Sahara Desert and riding a camel.
Yeah? Enjoying this? While it was absolutely breathtaking, when we first got there, we experienced a sandstorm. So we're in a sandstorm in the middle of the Sahara. It's so windy. Hopefully we don't have that experience today.
Oops, we just realized we forgot something. Quick U-turn.
All right, we decided we're gonna skip the national park today. We're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna take you to New Mexico Gun Show. Gun Show! New Mexico! Just kidding. The reality is we forgot our national park pass. We've been members for years, and because we have this pass, we don't have to pay for entrance fees again. And just in case you're wondering, the entrance fees for this park are $25 per vehicle. Back to our adventure. Well, when we realized we're going to the desert, even though we're driving, I'm already thirsty, so Rule number one, if you're going to the desert, it's smart to load up on some water.
One thing that's also important to note, if you're going to come and do the scenic drive, is that the closest gas station is 13 miles away. So you want to make sure you fill up on gas before heading out to the White Sands National Park. Thanks to you, we have a 5-gallon tank of diesel in the back too. So we should be all right for this particular adventure.
Just making a quick stop in the White Sands National Park gift shop because I love to collect patches from each one of the national parks. And this one would be a cool one to add to my collection. Success! And not only did I land a sweet, sweet patch here, also bought a sled. So that's gonna be some fun. The pricing on this is $19.99 for a new sled and $14.99 for a used sled. And they were out of used sleds because it's super popular right now, but if you return your new sled, they'll give you a $5 refund. Hey. Hey. Thank you so much. And just like that, we're in. Now this entrance fee was $25. The annual park pass is $80. So if you're gonna see 3 or more parks a year, it's kind of a no-brainer.
The scenic drive, also known as White Sands Dune Drive, is an 8-mile loop. The first 5 miles are on pavement and the last 3 miles are actually on sand. But apparently it's more than fine for normal vehicles to drive on it. So should be pretty cool.
It looks like we're surrounded by snow. It's so white and so beautiful.
Okay, I'm pretty freaking heartbroken that I'm not going to get to try the sled, but I'm very excited. Daniel found a parking spot where I can actually see from the car while he gives it a try.
I'm so excited, this looks like so much fun. First person cam, gonna give you a full experience today. Okay, well, I am tearing up this hill. I mean, like epic slides. It reminds me very much of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. You know that scene where they oil up the slide? That's kind of like what I'm doing right now.
Remember, don't try this at home, kids. I am a professional.
I'm gonna try with a running head start because that makes sense, right? Okay, here we go. Epic.
Obviously, I'm jealous. Sand and swollen ankles don't really go together, but truthfully, one of the coolest things about this is it looks like it should be cold outside, but it's 73 degrees and the sun feels amazing. So it's really kind of bizarre. I love it.
Here we go. Oh, sandals, that's a no-go. These hills are so difficult to climb. Your foot just sinks right in. It makes it very hard to get up here. But check out this view. Welcome to White Sands National Park. Okay, get on the hill. Oh! That was so much fun.
Since my ice is melting, guess it's time to head back to the Airstream. That was fun, but now I am really tired. Let's see if my ankle is looking any better now that it's been propped up for so long. Oh, lovely. Even my little cactus is swollen now. I feel like you need to see my other ankle for true context here. Yeah, that's what that's supposed to look like. I think it's time for some more ibuprofen. Thank you, boo. I need the water though. Thank you. Here's to hoping. After a few days of rest, ice, compression, and elevation, my ankle is still the size of a softball. The good news is it's time to head to civilization, which means we can go to an urgent clinic and make sure it's at least not broken. We made it to Santa Fe, dropped off the Airstream. I found a local walk-in clinic that was started by 2 doctors from the area. So we're gonna go make sure my ankle's okay. Good news, kind of. I didn't break my foot, but the doctor said that the sprain is so bad that I probably wouldn't have been better off if I had. So, air cast and 6 weeks. We'll see how long this lasts. As I hobbled back to the car, it started to snow. Fingers crossed, next week's video is not another winter camping adventure, because that and a badly sprained ankle sound like a horrible combination. But until next week, friends, make sure you wander local in your own community this week. It's good for the soul.